Hello, Jeremy. How you doing? I hope that everybody can see me. I'm sorry I am late. Yes, my household is changing because of the pandemic. Initially, um, I'm on day 12 of lockdown, and my household is participating. Hi, Rebecca. Hey, Elliot. Thanks for checking on me. I'm pretty good, Jeremy. My house is, like I said, impacted a little bit. First and foremost, most of us were on our lockdown, and I'm on day 12 of a lockdown from my job. Um, and my son, obviously, there was some concern because my son, he kept, having to leave and go out and then come back in. And every day that caused all kinds of anxiousness and apprehension. And then they laid off pretty much all of his business except for the service center. And so I lost my apprehension and everything was great again. I was so excited. And then they turned around and determined that he was part of the essential service. He was extremely essential to the business. So paycheck wise, it's great. They called him back in. But when it comes to anxiety wise, I am, really, just freaking out. So some of the things that they've been trying to do, because he works in the service side, he services both sales and service at his dealership. Long story short, they offered, basically like everyone else is trying to do, curbside service. They are offering, if you want to go online and pick out the vehicle, handle the financing, they're offering to have service, drop the vehicle that you're purchasing off. However, today, several people decided that they wanted to come in before they made their final decision and maybe like test drive and things like that. So more fear, more panic because he has an office by himself, but now this is an added element and new people are coming in. And on top of that, we're down to one car and, went and got him. I have a fear of him taking any type of public transportation at this point. So unfortunately, I was late, and that was the reason why, because I got to get my baby. That's pretty critical. And then while I was out, because it was last minute, I ended up having to run, grab something to eat. I know those are mine. Huh? You have something? What did you say? Yeah, go ahead. That sounds like a great idea, Tiara. So, hi, Brittany. How are you? In light of everyone being we're hunkered down around here, and I don't see it ending anytime soon. So, in light of that, I know someone asked me last week, did you purchase anything? I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't because I took my mom out on like a shopping spree and got her some essentials and things like that. You're just tired. I understand that. I'm there as well. I'm not sleeping well at night. It doesn't have anything to do with, like illness or anything. It really is just an apprehension about my son. Like, I just worry so much with all of us here. In here, we've created like a little oasis. Everyone scatters off into their own corner, and we have, come together, and we might watch a movie. We might have fun karaoke or something like that. But it gets really real when it's time for him to leave and go out. It just really creates some apprehension. So Nobody wants that ugly ass orange rabbit fro from DAC. Is that just hanging around lingering? I didn't purchase anything. I actually have your painting, Rebecca, in my shopping cart. I've been on Craftably yesterday and today. So we'll see, but not having any packages coming in is definitely crazy. I ordered a new foot pedal. I used to have my own legal transcription business because I went to court reporting school. And so I ordered a new foot pedal and some new software, transcription software. So we'll see. But ultimately, the goal was a long time ago. I was going to, do legal transcription. I was going to buy an RV. I was going to plug up on a mountain somewhere. I was going to fish and hunt. And that was it. I was thinking about maybe, getting a portable terrarium so I could grow my own, peppers and apples and things like that. But that used to be the goal. You're working on your custom? That sounds great. Hey, Cindy B, how are you? Let's see. So Mary Ann says, hello, how are you doing? I'm doing great. It's your first time here? Well, thank you and welcome. And Bianca, she says that rabbit looks horrible. It looks a little scary, definitely. But, it's a bright orange, and perhaps for a real little kid, they'll appreciate the brilliant color and things. Is it something that I think that I would want to work on, looking at the color all the time? No, definitely not. And let's see. So kind of moving over from there, you guys do know that we have a mini Sparklethorne this weekend, similar to how we have our big weekend diamond painting marathons. But what we're going to do is just one day Saturday. We're going to start, I believe it starts at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time and goes until 9 p.m. You're going to get to see 12 of the YouTube creators. And what we're going to do is simply give you an hour of just some relaxing content to kind of take everybody's mind off of all of the fear and apprehension. And if you are on, lockdown, give you some company, somebody that you can kind of go back and watch. Obviously, that's something that I think all of us need. I've been scourging YouTube and just trying to get caught up on all types of video, even older videos back before the holidays and things of that nature. Why? Because I have that extra time. I'm just, sitting here, and it's much better than looking at four walls. So for me, that's what I've been finding, some joy in. I've been trying to tinker with my iPad a little bit more. I bought this iPad. I had it for a while, and I didn't use it, so I got really used to what? I know you didn't.
Trying to cut those off.
You can't do that. I don't, and that's dangerous. Here, use this. You cut your finger.
I'll try to look in my room, see if I have any.
Look for some super glue and seal that cut. Just let that sit there. Okay. Did you wipe the surface that you were cutting on? Definitely do. Let's see. Woohoo! Mini-thon! Hey, Crash! Cannot wait. I'm looking so forward to it. I'm about to post YouTube Creator Tag Challenge. Hopefully that keeps us a little entertained. What kind of challenge are we going to have to do, Crazy Crashly? She's my daughter. She was cutting up some peppers. Okay, yeah, and those are the kind with the medicine in it, right? Okay, good. She was cutting up peppers, and she cut her finger. But obviously now everything is detrimental, and I'm a panicker. What? Oh my God! Did you what? So hopefully that will pass, and I will get much better at it. But I'm just not there yet. So I am sorry, as I said before, that I am late. Very crazy day today. crazy hungry day. I've been starving all day. So I'm glad that I'm here now and I'm able to get everybody. As you can see, I'm coming along pretty nicely. I haven't worked on this since Sunday, though, I will say. We did a movie night. The movie night was crazy. So here, I don't know what you guys are doing for movie night and what you guys have done. I'm going to get your help in trying to revisit some TV programs. But we did a movie night and the kids wanted to take it back to, I think they said 2008, 2009 or something like that. So we got stuck in, what is the name? High School Musical, I think it was. High School Musical. We got stuck in, we're all in this together. It was kind of fun. I mean, the funny part is I don't think I paid the movie attention a lot when they were small, but it took me back to remembering like conversations that we had when we might be watching it or something we were working on at the time. So it was a nice little revisit. Challenging another creator to do a certain tag question list. Like I did the mommy tag question list and challenged Jennifer. So she'll do it and challenge someone else. Hi, Gail. How are you doing? Marion Young says, we are on lockdown here. Our school said we are not going back until May. What?
Can't even paint my nails now.
Oh, you can't paint your nails? What is the world coming to, boo? Crafty said, but not just getting to know me tags. They're weird and different questions. Okay. Well, can we get a list of the questions before we decide we want to do them? Bianca says, we aren't on lockdown just yet, but they don't want us to go out unless it's for fuel or the supermarkets. Yeah, essential services. We're not on lockdown, but you know, like when I leave to take Justin to work or when I come back in, it looks empty, especially at night because everything's closing up earlier. So right around about 7 p.m., you know, it's starting to look scarce. Before, I live in Las Vegas, 7 p.m., the night's just getting started. We're just about to get out there and kick it and have a good time. So it's no more of that at all. And let's see. Elliot says, I love High School Musical. Well, you would have loved being here with me and my daughter and my son. We are one movie behind, but it definitely took us back. So one of the things that I used to always say is when Footloose came out in 2011, obviously you guys know a natural candidate for them to select would have been Zac Efron. And he turned the part down. And it was because he didn't want to be basically typecast. Do you guys think one more, musical movie or part would have typecast him? Or do you think it was a great idea for him to go ahead and bypass that Footloose part and go on? Because I think he did Charlie St. Cloud or something next. What do you think about that? And then, when he wasn't, I guess he didn't get a lot of serious parts from there. So then he went into and he did the Baywatch, which that was, I guess his attempt at entering into comedy. And so what do you guys think? And let's see. Bianca says, we aren't on. Oh, okay, I just read that. I'm sorry. I'm doing good. Happy to see everyone. And we're happy to see you, Gail. And Craftley says, that's cheating. Ha ha ha. But you don't have to do all of the questions within the tag. It's not a strict. Okay, it's not strict and not bah-ha-ha. It's meant to be fun. Okay, well, okay. Sometimes, I did an unboxing. I quit doing live unboxings because I did one time, and you guys got to honest me. Like, I cussed, I think. I opened the box on screen. It was bad. And so, my fear is that, I'll slip up and infuse a little too much comedy. And, next thing you know, somebody may not like it. I'll tell you guys an interesting fact about me that I have never shared with you guys. Maybe I'll let my daughter say it. What's wrong?
What do you say?
What did mommy used to do that brought us here to Las Vegas?
Oh, she's been a stand-up comedian.
Say that once more so they can hear you.
She used to be a stand-up comedian.
I used to do stand-up comedy. The funny thing about stand-up comedy is when it's different when you don't have kids. You know, you can be that funny ha-ha hee-hee in the on TV in a nightclub type of person, but as soon as the kids come along, it's like I was shushing myself and things. It was bad. So I definitely try to make sure that that part of me doesn't slip out. And I worry that doing a tag in the moment, I'll slip out and old comic Tia will come through. And I'll be like, oh, oops. I can't pick that back up, and I can't bad Tia, and then it's out there in YouTube land for everybody to actually enjoy and things. So there used to be this show here in town called Funniest Mom in America, and I auditioned for that show. I was getting on the show regardless. I started off in Akron, and I didn't get a bid. I went to Pittsburgh. I didn't get a bid. I went to Cleveland. Hey. I did not get a bid. I can't believe it. I went to Detroit and tore the town to pieces and got a bid. That was the furthest away from where I stayed, but the people in Detroit, they really understood the comedy and the comic genius. There was a ton of people at that one, and I went dead last. So there really was something to going dead last. Everybody before me became fodder. So I had a great set. Unfortunately, it might have been a couple of people who, It says, I'm back. My Wi-Fi cut out on me. Oh, what did you miss? A Minnesota mom did win. I got to top 26. Yes, babe. Oh, yeah, in a moment. I got into the top 26. It was a ton. I went to New York. I also tried to get a bid in New York. And so that was a fun process. I had a friend that would travel with me. That was where the RV request really initiated. I was like, I got to get me an RV. I can't keep traveling and trying to find hotels and things like that. I can't afford this. It's very hard if you're trying to do anything in like nightclub promotion, stand-up comedian, nightclub lounge act, things like that. Once the kids come along, you pretty much got to hang that part of your life up. It's very difficult. And I remember I asked a lady who she had a lot of success, but she had left the comic business for probably about 10 or 12 years and was coming back along. And I asked her, what is it about women comics, that differ from men? And she said, they're the ones that have the babies. Unfortunately, you guys have the babies, you got to go home, you raise the children and things like that. The nightclub life, out there in the moment and things, trying to be funny, it's not something that you can do when you're trying to raise a household. And that's true. I can get out there and I can yuck it up with anybody when we're talking about folding clothes and, burnt meals and who won't take the damn trash out. We can have a lot of fun. But, when it comes to the grit of, like online dating and things like that, my material just isn't as funny as someone young that's out there actually doing it. So those are life lessons. And let's see. C-Tosh, my bestie. Okay. Did I say that? I said it wrong, I think. Crash. Okay, I thought so. It's been playing up for 2 days. Oh, is that your internet that we're talking about? Okay. So what's everybody working on? That's the other thing that I wanted to kind of get into. What you working on? As you can see, I'm still trying to meander through the chuck-along. I will say this, no matter who you are, whether you feel you're funny or not, go through a bad breakup. You'll have a ton of material. I can tell you that. I got material for days. I try not to use it, but I can. I asked my ex one time how come he never came to my show, and he literally said, "You think I want to see you sitting up there on stage and I'm your number one topic?" I said, "Well, you got to give my audience a visual, He told me he didn't think he'd ever come and see my show. So I used to practice at home on my karaoke machine. And the reason why all of this is coming up is because the kids are taking me back down memory lane. And I remember at one point when the show came out, which is High School Musical, I had got a call and someone asked me for a reel. Now you want to call? My kids are little. They're here. I can't just pop up and go get a reel and, come and bail someone out. But yeah, that's how those days go. Anyone else ever have just an opportunity that they were on the cusp, and you were on the cusp and you were just about there, but it kind of slipped through your fingers? Marion says, policemen with angels. Yes, Wi-Fi. That's so. Cindy B says, I'm cross-stitching Grimm's fairy tale. Oh, what's that? Oh, I bought those for you.
Ocean spray.
I bought those for you. They're only yours.
Oh.
Unless you want to share them with your brother.
Oh, yeah.
You know how every year those police officers give you those
that's an
bags of them? No, I don't want any. Thank you, though, baby. So I thought about that, and I said, oh, let me get these for my baby. Not like, we'll be hanging out with the officers anytime if they come a knocking.
These are good.
They can see you dancing, right?
No, they can't. Can they?
Yeah, you rocking right in front of the camera. They said, there's Blonde. Hi, Tia. I'm hitting the sack now, but so happy to holler at you. Oh, my desktop Ollie stopped working, so waiting on my new computer. Missing you. Oh, well, I'm missing you. You got to come on and see us this weekend. We have a mini diamond paint-a-thon that starts Saturday at 9 a.m. Eastern time. So hopefully you'll be able to come and join. There we go. Oh, yes. Don't forget to hit the like button. I love that. Thank you very much.
Your green matches that of your shirt.
Does it? Okay. Yeah, probably. Today was a green day, baby.
I don't like green.
You don't? Why not? Because it's mommy's favorite color?
I'm in a purple phase right now.
I know. I told everybody after all my hard work on your favorite color, you decide you want to explore a new color. When Justin told me that, I wanted to punch him in his throat. I just wanted to go, eh.
It's not my fault that for some reason I just started liking purple more.
And when he said it, he kind of chuckled. Guess what? She said she's starting to like purple.
Yeah, because Dad got me. Dad got me some stuff in purple.
Oh, okay. Well.
And because he was like, because I know you said you like that color now. But you remember when he decorated my whole entire room?
Mm-mm.
He decorated my whole room.
No, I don't. Yeah. Well, that was nice. Nice little trip down memory lane. I'm glad that he's recognizing some of the things you like. Here we go. Don't forget. Oh, that's right. Don't forget to hit the like button. Why is this not? I think I might have to. I'm sorry. I'm trying to load my pen, guys. It's not. I lost my sticky. Oh, this sucks. So speaking of which, how often do you guys have to load? This is. Oh, no wonder. There are some waxes that I notice where I'm loading quite a bit. Other waxes where, A hiccup. Okay, other waxes where it just kind of sit in there and hang out. we get to we get to create some masterpieces together. This one right here. Yeah. Okay. Well, I don't know. We'll see. My iPad battery is dying. Night, Tia. Night, Becca. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm sure I'll be hitting up some of your videos in the middle of the night and sending you some crazy IMs. Yep. So let's see. Kind of coming over. Here we go. Let's see. That's working. All right. So I was asking what everyone's working on besides listening. Some people, I'm sure, are in bed. I like to do that as well. I like to get in the bed and I'll listen to a couple of lives and fall asleep. It's funny. So I will go, especially a long one. If you have a long live like Jeremy, oh man, yes. I will get in, play it back, and I will knock out. I'll get some good sleep in. And it helps with, watch time and things like that. But I really do like the long ones. So if you have a quick show, like a quick 10, 15 minutes, I try to, watch those. I try to comment and things like that. So there's some interactive, comments going on. But I really do like some of the longer shows. Plus, if I'm diamond painting, and I just put you on my laptop, or I have my new iPad now. I forget what I was doing. I was tinkering around with Rebecca doing something, and I come across something and said, "Oh, look at this! I like that." Because I still have my Kindle. I have a yellow one, and obviously I had the red one, and then I had an iPad. And I really only got that because I was going to try and learn how to use iMovie, and I never did anything with it. I probably have to hit Pippa up to see if she has any suggestions. She'll send like quick tutorials and great suggestions and things. Kind of read it up, give you an idea on how to practice. Boom, next thing you know, I'm an expert, and I feel like I did it all by myself. But I got it, never used it. So I decided to start, giving it a try, using it, because they're not cheap. And there you go. So it's been a few months that I've had it. And I decided, yes, to use it. And I've been having a little bit of fun because I think it's different. So I do like that. All right. So other than that, is the lockdown impacting how you guys craft? What time of day you guys craft? What is that impact look like for you? Are you crafting more? I find that I'm not crafting as much as I thought I would. I can help you with iMovie. Great, Mickey. I'm sure you'll be hearing from me probably tonight or tomorrow, okay? So I'm not crafting as much as I thought that I would. I thought that I would be spending every available moment, but my fear is, and Brandon and I talked about this, because he diamond painting like crazy, and I don't want to burn out on diamond painting, and then when this is all over, find myself needing to do something else because I'm tired of it or something. So I am being very cautious. I have moved all of my diamond paintings around, and I did do a schedule, a cute little schedule of what it's going to look like. So I moved all of the ones that aren't up for that at least 6 months out before I'll get to them. I moved all of them behind my sofa right there next to the loft. All right, let's see. And let's see, I'm trying to show you guys a picture. Here we go. I may have a problem, but I'm not owning it. This is my last, I think, 6 months. What is this, March? That would take us back to August. Yeah, my last 6 months of purchases. You guys see that? Okay, let me see. All right, here we go. What? Here we go. It was my last 6 months of purchases. Nothing before it. Yep, I'm bad. I don't even know if you guys, I was going to say, I don't even know if you guys can see. Here we go. The whole picture. Yep, those are my 5 Dreamer designs and all of. So what I ended up, I hope that was clear. What I ended up doing was just kind of going through and prioritizing which ones I can see myself getting to. You know, if I hunker down and they're not extremely large, anything that's less than 70 by 70 probably can get done in maybe 2 to 3 weeks. So with that said, if I'm focusing and I'm not working on weekends, it can probably be about 2 weeks, maybe a little less if I, spend time on the weekend. So I gave myself plenty of time. I'm still working and moving. Work, not crafting much. Yeah, see, you still working out of the home, Jeremy? Oh, that's right. You told me that Saturday. Wow. They don't have you guys on lockdown at all where you are? That is awesome, though. That is definitely awesome. And what that means is that you probably are in an area that, is already, I think you told me before, you're kind of rural. So you're not so closely, in the mix with people anyway. Yep, stay safe, Jeremy. I do agree with that, Cindy B. So basically, I went ahead and went through and I scheduled out the next 6 months what diamond paintings that I felt that I'd be able to shop through and make an attempt to get to. So that still left me with 42 going behind the couch. There were already some that were on the side. I think I had 12 on the side. And oh man. And there's probably about 30 directly up under my desk area now. But I have booty room now. I can slide my chair back and move it forward. So my collection is not coming at me. With that said, once I cleared up some room, was she online shopping? What have you purchased lately, if anyone has bought anything? Even if it's not diamond painting related, like what is something that's caught your eye? I at one point last year, I think I showed you guys that I had purchased a paint by number. And I was about to go ham and buy a whole bunch of them. I'm kind of glad I didn't. I never started the other one. And the reason I never started is because when I started to think about the time that it would take to finish it, I was like, yeah, I could probably finish a diamond painting in that time. So like diamond painting was still, at the forefront of my crafting desire. So it didn't make sense to kind of stack up on a whole bunch of other crafts that I wouldn't get to anytime soon because I still had a passion, deep passion for diamond painting. So what are you guys looking into? I bought Wonderland on Saturday. Really? That is going to be gorgeous. That sold out. I forget what I was doing. But by the time I went in late Saturday, that was already sold out. No lockdown till 8 at night. No confirmed cases in my area yet. Well, that's good. Hopefully it'll stay like that. If you guys stay in, if you guys, really do observe, the what they call the social distancing rules and things like that, then it makes it very difficult for you guys to interact and to, catch something if you didn't interact with anyone new, So I think that's great. And hopefully you guys will be able to get through without any kind of, sketches and things. I know around here it's quite a bit, and just hoping that, we get to hearing about all the recoveries pretty soon. Like I said, I'm in day 12. Woohoo! Day 12. 2 more days till, I don't know what that means, though, to be honest. What happens in 2 more days? Cindy B says, my daughters have grounded me. I don't blame them. Stay in. I hope they don't let you go anywhere. You hear me, Cindy B? Nowhere. So if you need something, hopefully they'll just be able to run and grab it and get it for you. No issues. Yes, that's what is required right now. Just taking that extra precaution so that down the road we can look back at this. I was talking to my son, and he asked me, was there ever a time in history where, something like this, occurred? And I said, no, nothing like this. But how many people remember Y2K? The issue that they were saying was going to occur, like the computers themselves, when they turned over to go to 1100, that the system was going to think it was 1900 instead of 2000. So, wow, I was telling him about how, because of my fear, he was little, and I'm like, I got a baby, I got to think about, if something happens. They were predicting that the electricity was going to go out at power companies and gas companies and utility companies. Airlines were going to be off kilter. Anyone who had their computer system in place for quite some time was going to be impacted. Y2K was extremely frightening. Hi, Orchid. Sound like a diamond. Hey. Yeah, I really had asthma, so my mom is super worried about me going anywhere, and even offered to pay for delivery of our groceries. That's great. So yeah, Y2K, super frightening. I started probably, I don't know, maybe 6 months prior, just starting to stock up. I had everything. I was ready. If we were going to be without any type of utility for any amount of time, ready. You know how you could buy those buckets of like astronaut food? Had that. Had 3 or 4 can openers, tons of canned goods. I would go out every week and I would just purchase some sort of canned good item. We had air mattresses. I had batteries, portable this, portable that. Super ready. Y2K. It got to December 31st of 1999. We doing a countdown. And it got to 11:59, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And the new year was there. And it was simply the next damn minute. That was it. It was just the next minute. And I was like, I'm waiting. And then it was the next minute, like 2 minutes into 2000. And everything is working. Turn something off. Do something. Didn't hear anything at all whatsoever. And then it was 5 minutes, 6 minutes. I fell asleep. I woke up. I'm like, okay, the end of the world is going to be when I open my eyes. Nope. Got all this stuff. And nothing. No issue. So we went camping for like 2 years. We went camping. The Spanish disease. Yes, Orchid. Spanish flu, also known as the 1918 flu pandemic, was an unusually deadly influenza pandemic. It was. Obviously, I don't know anything about it. The last pandemic of nature that I remember hearing about that was probably really big was the one in the 60s, the Asian flu. My father and my mother, they were telling me about it. Obviously, they were getting ready for us. And so it was about the age of my children and things. And, my mother was bringing that up and talking to me about it. My dad talked to me a little bit about it when I was younger and things, especially when I was buying up everything for Y2K. So, those times passed. I have a girlfriend. Let's see. Hi, Bianca. How are you? I was the broke single mom during Y2K. I didn't have much at all. Stocked up. Glad nothing happened. That's how I was. Serena! I was glad nothing happened also. And I enjoyed every tuna casserole I made for the next 2 years. I enjoyed all kind of the canned chicken, all the sodium. Every bit of it. I just water, just put some water in it, wash it off a little bit. It'll be all right. So that was pretty much all that I did. Like I said, we went camping. I had all them little small portable canisters of what is that? Propane. Little tiny $2.99 propane. I had a whole bunch of them. I was like, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna have a portable propane stove. We're gonna be able to cook. The only thing I didn't have was an oven. Couldn't make no biscuits, couldn't make no pizza. But we had everything. I was ready. And we went camping. That was pretty much all. I said, well, I just saved up to go camping. We're about to have an awesome time in the woods with the bears. So I had everything except bear spray. I didn't have no bear spray. But I have a girlfriend that I went to college with. And her father is starting to become forgetful and things like that. And when you say things to him, he'll bring up a different era or a different time and things. So she was talking to him and asking him if he understood what was going on in the news. He's 85. And she was asking him if he kind of understood, if he was, getting a gist of it. And he said, it happens every year. And she was trying to explain to him, no, it doesn't. It doesn't happen every year. This is something that's serious. And he said, it happens every year. He's like really convinced. And I said, well, ask him to elaborate. And he started in with there was the COVID too. There was SARS. There was MRSA. There was the N1H1. There was the bird flu. There was the swine flu. I told her, I said, well, I don't think your father is as bad off as you think. You might want to go to him and ask him a couple questions. He might can elaborate on some of this for you. So he was telling her, yeah, it happened every year. And she, I guess was thinking that meant he didn't understand when, he was maybe minimalizing it down to, some of the previous, more recent, scares and things like that. But it is something to maybe think about. It definitely got me to thinking. So here we are. What you working on, Sareba? But yeah, that was almost a technical difficulty. Did anything? No, nothing. Okay. All righty, Tia, you better pay attention. As I was, I would have just got up and went to bed. That would have been one of those, oh, hell, I'll handle that another time. I'm glad that didn't spill, though. Anyway, so there we have it. Kind of talking. I saw something on Facebook earlier today. It was kind of sad. I didn't get a chance to hear the information. It sounded like somebody had a baby and stuffed them in a pipe, and they found the baby, probably heard the baby crying, took it out of the pipe. They showed the rescue from what I can see. Working on by Marvin the Martian from Royal. Oh, that's probably cute. Sounds really cute. Has anybody, I know we talked about this on the last show that Justin did, because Justin this year, that was another thing we went through. Justin is, he is in love with this, we did the Lion King on Saturday, and JoJo's Art has that Freebird, and so he has placed an order for a Freebird. So he's ordering. I haven't ordered yet. It's been a while. I haven't placed an order in, I think, 3 weeks. Not for, diamond painting things. Like I said, I went online. Last week I spent way too much money on just nothing. I bought some new glasses. So I saw Christy online with hers, and I thought they were so cute. And I lost my glasses. I told you guys how I've been getting up every day, and I've been going and getting in line trying to find stuff because my daughter is vegetarian. And so sometimes the options and the fresh food items, they're just not there. So I came in. I didn't remember losing my glasses until later that evening when it was time for me to go and get Justin. And I couldn't find him. I can't see really at night without him. I go from being this real young, hip mom. You ought to see what I look like with my glasses on. Oh, I think I aged 32 and a half years. Yes, you got to add that half in there. Anyway, I couldn't see and I couldn't find him. And I was like, oh man, I got to stay on the regular road. I got to just follow this dotted outline all the way down until he gets in the car and then he can bring me home safely. So long story short, I ordered new glasses. Can't wait. They're going to be coming in. I went all out. I got a green pair and I got a red pair. I'm going to be looking like the black Sally Jesse Raphael. Do you guys remember her? I'm going to have a pair like hers. So hopefully they'll bring my face out. But I was really excited because I thought Christy's glasses looked so cute on her. And I said, I probably should have a spare anyway. So I went shopping and I found some for myself. I'm excited. I completed Golden from Diamond Art Club and blinged it out. Ooh, did you post it? I'm going to have to go and see it. I remember Sally Jesse. Oh man, I loved me some Sally Jesse. Used to watch her. She'd have the greatest talk show. I love her interaction with the audience. They don't have shows like that anymore. I mean, obviously, those took the test of time. It's all the judge shows now. And those appear to be going out also, unfortunately. Did you guys hear about Judge Judy? Judge Judy, one of my favorites. When I went to give birth to Justin, I was in a room. I had a private room because we worked for the government at that point. We had very good insurance, very excellent insurance. So we had private room, waiting room, everything was all there for us. So they come in and they say, okay, it's time to start pushing. And I'm like, not until Judge Judy go off. And they were trying, I'll never forget. It was like, well, because I had an epidural, so I couldn't feel any contractions or anything. So I'm just sitting there and it was okay. And apparently Justin was trying to get out, come out into the world. And so I'm sitting there and I'm like, not till she go off. And they said, well, I don't know if you'll be able to control that. I sure will be able to. And they were like, but it looks like they were trying to drop the seat out from under me, throw my legs up into the stirrups. I wasn't playing. I'm not having this baby until Judge Judy goes off. Judge Judy goes off at 6, and Justin Tyler was born at 6:01. Okay, Mickey, have a good night. I'll talk to you tomorrow. I don't have that much longer to go. I know I came on late, but I appreciate everybody coming and joining in. I just, like I said, it was a last minute. I wasn't expecting at all whatsoever to not be able to come. I think Justin was just a little bit upset at the kind of last minute changes. Like every day is something new for him. And, he's definitely been versatile. One moment, no, you're essential. We're not closing. The next moment, unfortunately, we're going to be closing because of our sales portion. And they make up a large part of what you do. Then they called him back and said, unfortunately, you're more essential than we thought. We need you, and you don't have to worry about interacting with the public. And then today, the public came in, and I think that just kind of freaked them out. It definitely freaked me out. But Justin has an N95 mask. He had his mask for quite a while because he used to box. And somebody had got sick, and they were breathing in like some of their air and things like that at the ring where they were working out at, and their coach, whoever it was that, or their trainer that was working with them, suggested that they get a mask that keeps like dust and different particles from getting into their system when they, were working out and things. So him and all of his friends bought N95 masks probably 2 years ago. So all he had to do was kind of pull it out when this came along. And he's probably getting more use than he ever has. And then he just had to replace the filters. So that is pretty much why I was late. I wasn't expecting it though. Like I said, it was last second. And I think he was kind of panicked, which panicked me. And I was like, oh my gosh. So let me just run, get him. We'll grab something real quick to eat. We have packages that came in today also. He had a package. I had 2 packages. And so because of that, we have a table now that we use just for like groceries and things, kind of wipe it down, keep, it air dry. And then we put like the packages and things on there. We wipe them down. Then we, obviously discard the bags and things like that. Wipe anything else that might have been directly touched. Let it air dry. Then we put it away and stuff. So we have a crazy life, a crazy new system going on. But what doesn't change is the fun behind getting a package. So yeah, like I said, I got the transcription stuff. And the reason behind that is, obviously, I want to get an RV, I want to hunt, and I want to fish. Here's the problem with that. I've never actually hunted. I only keep it to gun ranges and things. So, Jeremy, I know that you're a big hunter. Is there a difference? Like, obviously, at a gun range, you got a target. The target don't move. But if you hit it, you're happy, And then when it comes to hunting, I know you have to observe like hunting blinds and things like that. What's the distinction between like the hunting blinds versus, target shooting at a gun range? Oh, thank you, Soulful Brush. Are you talking to me? You love my picture? Am I giving you Zen? Is this appealing to you? You've had a hard week. Well, what's been hard and difficult about your week? I've definitely, had my ups and downs. My downs are down. My ups are up. I really think that, if we were all here in the house together, I would feel a lot better. I definitely understand, Cindy B, how your daughters feel when they say, please don't go anywhere, please don't do anything. It's real, it is so real right now. And so don't do it. Don't do it. What I will be excited about is if they just get back into, being able to deliver the groceries like they were. When all of this shutdown happened last week, I guess everyone, panicked to the extent that those services weren't even, viable services anymore. Now they're starting to, come back along. And so that might be the other reason why I'm not, trying to shop crazy, is because if I need to reserve groceries to come, I might need to reserve them today to arrive next Tuesday, which is what happened. I was online in the middle of the night, I think Friday, early Saturday. And what did I have to do? I kept going in and checking to see if they were having delivery options for the next day, because I am used to that. There was none. But I go in early Saturday morning, there's a delivery option for Tuesday. I had to jump on it. So unfortunately, that's what's caused me to, I do want to shop. There's a couple of paintings that I like. I've seen this really cute painting on Craftably. And like I said, I saw how Rebecca, girl, you about to go and get, you just scared, Mama?
I was there for a while.
Don't do me like that. Ooh. No, I didn't see you. Let's see. It is real. Oh, Soulful, I'm so sorry to hear that. Cindy B said, I had groceries delivered Monday. Now there isn't any openings. It said to check back later. 8 years. Oh. And that's why you saw me purchasing like transcription software and things. You did. Hey, Brent. You made it. You made it. 8 years is a very long time. And I'm hoping that when all of this is over with, that, you're such a valuable employee that, they see your worth and they call you back. I was shocked, so very shocked, when my son told me that he got a phone call calling him back in. I said, are you serious? I was so shocked. And the fear just, it tripled at that point. So I definitely kind of understand, you need the job, you want the job, so much going on, very difficult work week. But at the same time, I'm hoping that, they're able to do right by you. Are you going to be able to immediately apply for like unemployment and at least get all of that taken care of? And let's see. I can go to a gun range and shoot all day long and not get the fulfillment out of actually going hunting and taking down an animal. I'm putting food on my table. That's why I want to go hunting, Jeremy. That's like going to be critical, is to be able to sustain myself, basically. That's the whole goal in and of itself. Something that, has been in me since I was, I believe, 15 or 16. I went to a survival camp, and I think I told you guys this before. It wasn't supposed to be such a meaningful experience. It was supposed to be a fun summer camp because me and a few girlfriends, we come across the brochure and we couldn't wait to go. And we had heard about two, guys that went to our school we thought were cute, had little crushes on. They were going. We ended up in for the experience of our lives. It ended up being a survival camp that they sent juvenile delinquents to. So you get caught doing something and you're a juvenile delinquent, your lawyer could plead you down to going to this camp and getting your charges dismissed. Unfortunately, we asked to go. So our parents paid for us to be put through this craziness. But it taught me a lot. I mean, so much when it comes to survival, growing food, living off the land. And as time has changed and obviously I've grown and gotten away from it, it is definitely something that I've always kind of wanted to get back to. And I think that's where the desire to get an RV, go unplug from, the world and just move up on a mountain somewhere and just learn to sustain myself. We fished. We didn't have tools. We had to learn how to fish. We used our bare hands. And as we got better, we did things like, obviously we had like pocket knives and things like that. And we used tools like we cut branches and things like that, skinned them and, learn how to use what resources we had around us in order to be able to survive. But if you want fish and you want to eat, that's what you got to do. You got to get out there, hunt, and get it done. While we did not have like guns and things like that, we didn't have pellets or anything. We were able to eat slugs and things. I remember that. Oh my goodness, do I remember that? That is not a part of the experience that I will be revisiting, just so you guys know. But it is a memory nonetheless. So yeah, gun range. I tried to get my mom to go to the gun range. You guys know how well that worked. She flipped out. She did not want to go. She said to me, "No wonder you're single." Uh, so, hamster wheel. Oh, I hope that goes away and stays. I get paid for 2 weeks before I have to apply for unemployment. Well, that's good. Did you have any PTO? I want to learn to fish. Yes, I think everyone should be able to fish. I think hunting is something that is definitely ideal. I know here at our gun range, when it comes to, getting kids out there and getting them ready, 7 years old, my I don't know, obviously that could be controversial. I don't want to touch on that. But what I will say is that for my daughter, when she was, I think, 9 or 10, that was definitely, the next goal. Getting them ready in the event that, they ever find themselves stranded in the woods. Find yourself stranded in the woods. You have basic life essentials, and you can do things like provide. So I agree with Jeremy, that fulfillment, you're putting food on the table, things of that nature. I like that a lot. Um, Terrarium. Has anybody ever grown food for sustenance? Your own garden and things like that. Not talking about what is something most people make. I don't know anyone who's ever grown their own potatoes and melons and things like that. Things that really are delicious and you want to fortify yourself with. Not something And let's see, a little, and it was PSL. Me. So you've grown vegetables and things like that. Jeremy, have you ever gardened? That is something that I think would be. I want to have a portable terrarium, though, something that I can travel with. So if I don't like this site or I don't want to stay here over the winter, I can pack up my terrarium, take it with me as I travel to a new location, and then open my terrarium up. I might go south to Arizona for one part of the year, and then northern to Colorado for another part of the year. I may, fancy myself in Montana in the blue sky, big sky country. So those are my dreams. But I also want to have a plan. You're back? Yay! Marianne says, my granddaughter, who is 15, she has been hunting since she was 10 with a gun, and she got a deer. Great. And that's definitely what is I feel is needed and things. Like I said, it's all about, teaching them how, like Jeremy said, the best way around that is how to provide, put food on the table. That's something that can be packaged up, and, enjoyed later. So I agree. Let's see, 10. Like I said, I know our gun range where you have to take gun safety before you do anything the children have to take. And they have gun safety classes. And the youngest one, I believe, is 7 years old. I have a friend that lives in Colorado, and they go big game hunting. And their son, he's disabled, but he got his gun safety at 7. He goes with them. He has a wheelchair. He can walk a little, but it's very, very bad. And he definitely gets out there, hunts, and he himself, he's caught a deer also. You lost me also? Oh, I'm sorry. Soulful Brush says, if you're ever going to Colorado, you have to visit Steamboat Springs. I'm going to have to. When I go to Colorado, friends, I call them family, because we built such a great family together. But they live in Milliken, which is not too far outside of Loveland. And we go up there. We usually spend the week of Thanksgiving with them. And then they usually come here in spring. They just canceled their trip here, unfortunately. And the reason is because of what's going on. But they were going to be here for a week. We were going to the Jonas Brothers concert. That was canceled. No Jonas Brothers. No Nick. That Nick is so fine. But not to get sidetracked. Cox has been having overload here with everyone. Yeah, I guess I didn't think about that too much. And Marianne says, she took the gun safety. Good, good. It's gorgeous there. Most beautiful state, Soulful. Colorado is the most beautiful state. There are some people who have argued with me and they feel that it is Oregon, but I do by far feel it is Colorado. Before we came out here, we had sold our home and we kind of just took our time and traveled to get out here. And we stopped in every state and kind of met people in every state and things as we were coming along. And I will never forget, we got to Colorado and we almost did not leave Colorado. We had such an amazing time. The people of Colorado were so wonderful, so beautiful. My ex-husband had to have had at least 5 job offers while we were in the state of Colorado. So I've grown red potatoes, watermelons, cantaloupe, zucchini. Oh my gosh, you've got to share. Cucumbers, tomatoes, corn. That's all right there. That's sustainable living right there, Jeremy. You go hunting, get a deer, catch some fish, and then the things that you've grown, that's it. That's all I need. See? So I'm going to be getting a ton of tips from you because obviously that's a plan for me. It's been a plan, though. I'm going to be honest. It's been a plan for about 20, 25 years. But, you know, as time passes, obviously I am making strides to kind of move directly towards that. So that is definitely something that I would like I said, to grow my own sustenance, to fully be able to hunt and fish, to provide, put food on my own table, and to kind of just, I don't want to use the term nomad because I feel like I'm not going to do it in the way that, you know, most people. It'll definitely be like some glam style nomading, but it'll still be me, you know, living under my own terms, providing my own sustenance and kind of unplugging from what I feel, you know, is the bigger picture. So that's where I've always wanted. I'll probably be in the woods all by myself. So that's where gun safety and just kind of hanging out at the gun range and going, you know, comes in on top of, you know, trying to hunt. Obviously I'll need, you know, the protection and things like that. Sofa Breath says, it took me a while to get used to the altitude, major altitude sickness. And Brandon says, I'm coming to live with you, Jeremy. I'm a city mouse. I'm going to die. That is too funny. You are a nut. Yeah, he definitely has it, you know, in spades when it comes to simply being able to sustain himself, provide for himself, put food on his table and things. Love that. Love that. And that is definitely where I'm headed. I would love to be able to just, especially when you said like the potatoes, the cantaloupe. I love cantaloupe, zucchini. I used to make my pasta and stuff, cucumbers, yummy, all of that, corn. Bianca says, Tia is the Diamond Art Club, very confetti hell. So this one probably is, I don't know if it's as noticeable to me. I just did 2 Mandys. And because I just did 2 Mandys and I, you know, with my wrist multi, I think I was ready for confetti. I know I was ready for confetti. And so for me, I don't feel like it is like confetti hell. I definitely don't. I don't feel like it's confetti hell. And that's why. The other thing that I've been doing is I'm working larger areas. I saw that as a suggestion on Facebook. Someone said, how do they get through Confetti Hill? Because they were doing the chuck-along. And they said, open up your painting and work larger areas. And so for me, I definitely agree. Working larger areas, it takes away the confetti anxiety. Like I definitely don't feel like I'm switching off every 2 or 3 plucks. And when you're working a Chuck Pinson, especially when there's shrubbery and greenery and things, you do feel like every 2 plucks you got to switch colors. And so I think that was an excellent idea. Nothing that I had ever thought about. I used to keep it to a corner and then move out. But I definitely believe doing it like this has taken the anxiety away out of just working. The only thing I have to make sure I'm not doing is like leaning my hand on it. That's why I kind of started from the bottom. I usually start in the top and come down. I start in the upper left-hand corner. So for right now, for doing it this way, I don't feel it's confetti heavy. I like it. I really have enjoyed it. Look at it. It's a pretty one too, isn't it? It's so pretty. And looky. Can you guys see it? Let me show it. So I do think that this was an excellent choice. Oh, you can see that banister coming along. You can definitely see some of the boardwalk coming. Part of it's just coming along beautifully. And I think it was an excellent idea. Like I said, when I was trying to choose which one I was going to go with, Brandon is the one who said, do you feel like evoking emotion? Uh-oh. I lost my trash bin. It's trash, so it can just get swept up. But he said, do you feel like just evoking emotion, or do you just want to do something that, is enjoyable to you? And I really am glad that I selected Catching Dreams. And let's see, Marianne says, I really miss my fam. I used to have a garden and having my own meat. Yeah, I have the kit, but haven't looked at it properly yet. Oh, it's gorgeous. Hi, Linda, how are you? Christy, I was just talking about you. How are you tonight? I might pull mine out so I can do it in my bedroom and kit it up. That'll be fun. Yeah, so Christy, my glasses, they've shipped. I didn't know they would ship so early. And I was telling everybody, I have a green pair and I ordered a red pair. I was thinking Sally Jesse Raphael when I got them. And I was like, oh, I hope they look good on me. I don't know. Because glasses, I feel like when I wear my glasses, I feel like I age. 32 and a half years. I always say that. Because I'm actually 2. But I'm hoping that they look cute. I took a picture and boy, I tell you, online shopping is so beautiful. It's definitely changed over the last few years. But I took a picture of myself, uploaded it. And then you can go shopping for your frames and you can do what's known as a try-on. As long as you have your PD and, your script, and it asks you when you take the picture, it asks you to turn your head. So you hit this button on the app and then you turn your head like left to right. And so when you try on the frame, it gets your own head moving. And it's neat. You can see what you look like straight on as you turn your head and as it comes back. Awesome. Technology is so awesome. I love it. Oh, let's see. Christy says, I'm all right. I had a tummy ache earlier and I'll have to call the lady tomorrow about my glasses. What happened to your glasses? Is that full or partial? Soulful. Tia, she only does full drills. I'm telling you, I had quite a few. Hi, Robert, how are you tonight? I had quite a few partials last year because for whatever reason, Wish and a couple other sites, they kind of fib to you when you are ordering and they don't indicate that they're partials. And so what ended up happening was I had all of these and I gave them away in one of my giveaways. I still have not decided if I'm doing a giveaway yet this month. As you guys know, I haven't been shopping for Diamond Supply, so that would hinder me having something to give away. It definitely would hinder me having something to give away. I've been thinking about it, but I just don't know yet. I don't know. Does anybody know if there's going to be a sneak peek this week? That would be awesome. But again, I haven't been shopping there. I've been online. I don't know why, but I'm on Joann's almost every day. I don't even sew. I used to sew, and I used to go there all the time. I don't sew anymore, but I'm on Joann's all the time. You say deal, and I'm there. I'm looking to see how I can take advantage of the deal, whether it's a good deal or not. She said call between 23 to 26 to see if they're ready. Oh, okay. Mine, they already were ready and they shipped. I didn't do the tracking today, but I thought they were coming in today. And I got my new transcription software. I hope it's good software. You guys, sometimes if it's not diamond painting related, I can be a little cheap. And that kind of can hurt you sometimes. While I will pay good money for a good diamond painting, I'm so cheap in some other areas. So I got some transcription software, and I haven't transcribed in a long time, like maybe 3 years. I used to do legal transcription on the side for extra money. And so I decided, maybe I'll, get back into get me some transcription software, pull out my court reporting machine, try and get my speed back up because my speed is probably dropped. I used to be at 200 and something words a minute on there. I definitely know I'm not that fast anymore, probably back down to 100 words a minute. But in any event, transcription software can range anywhere from, I would say, $900 for student software, maybe to $3,000 for like really good case catalyst software. And then it depends on the company. A lot of companies, they'll have a software converter where if you don't have whatever their preferred software is, you can convert yours over to their preferred, extension or something. So please pray for me because she found the deal of all deals. When I say the deal of all deals, I spent $25 on some transcription software. $25.52 to be exact. Like I said, please pray for me because that's cheap. But I figured, it's not as bad as being out any real serious money. So why not just give it a whirl and try it? But I amaze myself. Robert says, the Acres on Facebook, please do not add anyone on your Facebook. Okay. I won't any of your friends. Okay. Were you hacked, Robert? And Robert says, one of my friends sent me a message. Yep, that's how it happens. I think and we had a diamond painting group chat, and someone indicated that to us to be careful if we get, messages and things. It had to do with C19, and so obviously you were interested and you opened it up. Soulmates is Confetti Central. Whew, I've seen that painting. Look at it. It's beautiful, but I've never thought it was beautiful enough to ever want to get started on it. It does look like a whole lot of confetti, and it doesn't look like, unless you go big on that picture, it looks like it'll be hard to see. Like you're gonna have to have a viewfinder, and it looks like it'll be hard to kind of make out. Obviously, we know what Soulmates is because we've seen it over and over, and we get acclimated and see the colors and things, and so someone could probably take a guess at it being Soulmates. But Will you be able to see with distinction actually what the picture is, depending on the size? Probably not. And I know it's confetti heaven. What size do you have? What size are you working on? I don't even know what size that would be good in. 60 by 40. Oh, you're anticipating. Hi, Monique. How are ya? 60 by 40, that's a good size. You should definitely be able to see some definition there. I think we're going to say like a 30 by 40 or something. And I definitely don't think you should do any smaller than that. But 40 by 50 might be where you first are starting to be able to make out, that it's a starry night out on the beach or somewhere. Alrighty. So we are talking about, I was a medical transcriptionist for about 20 years. Then the hospitals went to computers doing the yeah, I've heard a lot about that. I have a friend, one of the family members that I was telling you guys that live in Colorado. They do medical transcription, and that is something that, is very difficult. They're trying to hold on to, not losing, because they're at home and they're able to work when it's convenient for them. And one of the things is that she's, really trying is not to have to go into the hospital, because, that's where a lot of the transcription is being done. The reports are real time right then and there. And yeah, that kind of hurts. I don't know. They kept saying ICD-9, and, I took, when I went to court reporting school, because you may have to depose someone that's a medical expert, they did make us take like a course in medical terminology and things of that nature. We had to learn ICD-9 coding and things. And so a lot of people use some of their court reporting training to become very fast at medical transcription. But it's, you're getting a lot of information and you're hearing so much. One of the other things that you can do like police reporting, and they have to type up their own reports and things on the investigations that they're conducting. And there's this company online that's always looking for someone to do the crimes against youth. And so I knew someone who transcribed for that sector, and they just couldn't. I mean, they're always hiring because it's hard. It's hard to hear about how people do children and, the crimes that people commit against innocents. So those are definitely the areas that I kind of try to steer clear of. And that's the reason, like, I think it would be hard for me to hear, people's diagnosis and stuff. Probably a little frightening for me. And then I definitely could not do like crimes against youth and things. That would be something. I'm good. I have soulmates that size too. It's coming along good, and I miss my boyfriend right now. Is he working? Are you guys quarantined in two different areas? Marianne says, that's what I did from home when my kids were little. Yep, that definitely is great. Gotta go to bed. Nighty night, soulful, sleep tight. Don't let the beddy bugs bite. Man, whoever came up with that saying it to kids, scaring the little kiddies. I've heard that. Boy, oh boy, gave new meaning to staying the night at someone else's house too. I don't want to hear that if you go to someone else's house. So I got 6 more minutes, guys. 6 minutes. 6 minutes. So what do you guys have coming up this weekend? Are you guys going to tune in to our little mini Sparklethorne? Are you guys going to come along? Like I said, it's going to start at 9 a.m. and have a little bit of fun. I think that's why I'm just really trying to keep it fresh. I didn't want to step on my toes of anything that I had planned to talk to you guys about this weekend, have a little fun and things like that. So, plus I was a little bit late, so that kind of got me off a little bit as well. Other than that, anybody plan on having kids 9 months from now? That's another thing that I'm hearing, that we're probably going to be in the midst of another baby boom. Oh, goodness. I hope that's not, too true. But I do, I guess I can understand. But yeah, I'm hearing that. I definitely am. So we'll see. Only time will tell. But yeah, we are hearing that. Slumber party at Tia's. Yeah. Oh, you silly, Brandon. uh, I couldn't do it. Anything with kids, I couldn't do it. I would have nightmares. Yes, I understand. Definitely, definitely. Um, it's bone crushing. I had a friend. She didn't do it long, and she said, "No wonder they always hiring." So I can understand that. Bianca says, "I'm kidding up now and listening." There you go. Not happening. I have the earthquake baby. You have the earthquake baby. What's the earthquake baby? Um, you had, never mind. I think I just kind of figured that out. Thank you. um, well, I was online, and that's what a lot of people were saying, that they are predicting another baby boom. If anybody is locked up in their home the way I've been locked up, like I said, I do leave to try and find groceries for my baby. She's vegetarian. But it is not like it used to be. Definitely. I'm not out there. Hey, how you doing? My name's Tia. It's definitely, I have a scarf on around my face. I don't care how stupid I look. And not only that, but, walking around up under my armpit, I have, let me just show you guys. I keep one of these with me at all times. And, yeah, I'm swabbing everything down. Yeah, so it's not like I'm out there socializing and having a great grand old time. I'm literally on a mission. I feel like I'm going out to pilfer and pillage, so that I can come home with today's rations, and tomorrow I'll get up and I'll do it all over again. But yeah, so it's I can see how you come home and you kind of take your scarf off and you kick back and you relax and you feel comfortable. You're around family, you're home, you're around the loved one, and I can see how people feel like, yeah, in 9 months, 10 months, we're probably going to have a baby boom, because we're not doing anything but watching Netflix and Hulu and Sling. I have Sling. I do. I tried to watch a marathon with Hallmark, because you guys know I love Hallmark. But you know what? They had Christmas movies on. And I love Christmas movies, but not immediately after I just got over the last batch. So there was no Hallmark. Yes, that's where we are. Almost done working on time from DAC. Justin has that painting. He's got that. He's got the wolf one, similar to, I think Jeremy did the wolf painting also. And yeah, Justin has that one. We were looking at his stash. He's got like 4 DACs that he has scheduled. He's still trying to finish one. And I don't know. He has one that was commissioned. I don't think he's ever going to finish that one. And Monique says, I made a mask out of crochet for my mom. That's a good idea. I've been thinking about that. I also heard that Joann's fabrics, if you sew and if you're interested in helping, they are giving away the free supplies to help make more masks and things of that nature. While I know that people are saying, why are you wearing the masks? These are supposed to be for people who, I don't want to sniff nothing in. That's why I'm wearing them. If it works for them, not breathing anything out, coughing anything out, I hope it protect me from sniffing something in. So that personally is why you'll see me wearing them, And, we have our naysayers. I go out and I look like a mummy, and you'll hear people, look at her. She looks ridiculous. But I feel confident that when I come back home, I'm not bringing in anything. And so for me, it's just about feeling comfortable. If it's just, a little bit of silliness to some other person, just for my peace of mind, then, it's not bothering anybody. Why not? So that's how I look at it. And hopefully, it doesn't backfire and make me feel like, well, I did all of that. And for what? So, yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am. And look at that. Robert says, I have been working on the dogs. Diamond painting. It's about 90% done. There you go. Well, guys, that looks like that is about my time. It's been an hour and a half. I do apologize. I know that I was late. For those of you, I know that, we are normally well done at this stage. And I really appreciate you guys all hanging in there with me and coming and hearing me just kind of babble on. Make sure that you guys on your way out, you hit the like button. If you're not already subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And let's see. Also, make sure you guys tune in to our mini Sparklethorne that starts Saturday morning, 9 a.m. We're going to have links up on Facebook. Let's see if you guys have Instagram. You can follow me. I didn't see that. How is she doing that? Monique McCoy 27. That is really neat. I've never seen someone, or maybe because there's nothing in there. Thank you, Cindy B. You have a great rest of your day. You all have a great evening, okay? Night.